Hey guys, it's Rachel from the Little Green Lamb, and today is my January TBR. So currently I'm filming this on the 31st, so it's not January yet, but tomorrow is January 1st, 2016, and it's a new year and a new time for great books and great reading. So basically, my TBR is quite ambitious this month because I did receive a lot of books I want to read. I already had a lot of books I wanted to read, and then I have books I have to read for obligation purposes. So I have quite a lot on my TBR, and this is not even my extensive TBR because I have one book that for sure I want to read this month that I made in order to Book Outlet for their Boxing Day extravaganza, because there was one specific book that I can't really get. It's always out of stock in Canada, so I found it on there and I was like, need to do something about this. So I'm going to be adding that one to my TBR, but I'll let you know that at a future date. So the 3 books I'm reading because of an obligation is my PLL read along, which I am really bad at because I'm always catching up every month. I find it really hard because I've had so many books I want to read, and my last semester was the hardest semester I've ever had in school. So, like, I was really running out of time to read, and I had a bit of a reading slump, and it was just a disaster. Besides school. School went pretty good. So, at least that was something. But one of them is stunning. This is the 11th book in the Pre-Lar series. This is a reread for me. All these books are, but I'm rereading them for the group because that was kind of the purpose of the group because I wanted to reread them. This was November's book. I forget how far I'm through it, but I'm at least, I think, close to halfway through it, and I'm going to be definitely finishing rereading this month. Then if you're in the group and haven't heard the announcement, we're reading Burned by Sarah Shepard. This is going to be January's book, so this is the 12th book in the series and a reread for me, and I don't think I've reread this ever, so it's going to be really exciting rereading it, and I'm going to get to those 2 at least in January. I'm going to try to read these books, like, I have, like, I think a half an hour in the mornings, like 7 to 7:30 I could probably read them, or 6:30 to 7 o'clock I could read them in the morning, and I'm going to try to do that every morning so I can catch up, and then I can still have time to read other books. And then I want to read Pretty Little Secrets by Sarah Shepard. This is the book 4.5. This was December's book, but it's not really detrimental to the series to read in order. It's kind of like a bonus, I concluded as. So I might leave this till the end, or like when I have more time in one of the other months to reread it, but I'm going to try to reread it this month. Because I've reread this like 3 times, and I know it's a holiday book, and I was put in December to read in the holidays, but I just didn't have time to do that because I've been really slacking with my reading, and the holidays came really fast after exams. So yes, so the rest of my TBR are books that 2 of them I've already started, and the rest of them are books I have not yet started. So the first book is Somerset Abbey by T.J. Brown. I really want to read this trilogy soon. I'm really feeling like a historical fiction book. I just have not picked it up because whenever I'm going to pick it up, there's always a book I want to read that I don't want to split up the trilogy. I just want to like reread it all, read it all in order so I don't have any breaks in between. I don't like get, not bored, but like I just completely fall off reading it. And then I want to read Love, Rosie by Cecilia Ahern. And this book actually looks really good, and I just feel like a contemporary book, and I've heard really good things because I was talking to somebody and this is like one of their favorite books. So yeah, I want to read that. The Grown Up by Gillian Flynn, which I don't think I'll have a problem rereading. Why do I keep saying rereading? Reading this month, and I'm really excited for that. Love May Fail by Matthew Quick. January I started, I think my going back to school book was Forgive Me Leonard Peacock, so it'd be fitting that I'd read another Matthew Quick book to start off the new semester and the new year. And then November 9 by Colleen Hoover, which I'm dying to read. I've been waiting till after the new year because I didn't want to have to add in my best of 2015 list because we all know it's probably going to be in my best of 2016 list, I feel like, because I've heard really good things about it, and I really love Colleen Hoover books. And then My Heart and Other Black Holes by Jasmine Wanga. I really want to reread this. There's a lot of books on my TBR. January is a month to be very ambitious, and everybody's really ambitious. Like, we all have goals. We're like, I'm going to work out every day. And then the beginning of the year, the end in the middle of the year, we get more realistic. But right now, I'm going outlandish and making a TBR that's probably never going to get all conquered in 1 month, let alone 2. But if I conquered all this, like, I'd be really proud of myself. I'd give myself a gold star. I'd be like, you're the best. So maybe. I'll strive for that. Then I want to reread Dying to Know You. I'm halfway through rereading this. I believe I have a bookmark in this book. Yes. I'm on page 64, and I want to continue rereading this. I love this book to pieces. Just, I've been having so many new books I want to read that I've been finding it hard to go back and reread books. Then I want to read Voyager by Diana Gabaldon, which is another one I've already started, which I'm only 406 pages through. This is the 3rd book in the Outlander series. It's just so chunky when I'm in school, and I'm like, ugh, like so much. But having this better, like my schedule this semester is the best I've ever had it, so I feel like I'll be able to read it more because I won't be going back and forth to school, and I don't like carrying this because it's like really chunky, and I just don't want to ruin it because it is thicker. Like the thinner books I can get away with it because I just slide them in my backpack and they don't take up a lot of space, but this book I feel like get really badly damaged. Same with The Island by Elin Hilderbrand. This is the book I want to read. This is the last Elin Hilderbrand on my bookshelf that I haven't read. And I wanted to read this for a while. I just keep forgetting because every year I read her new release and then I don't really read that many after that, if so. So I want to read that. And the last on my TBR is The Heiresses by Sarah Shepard. Somebody in December, I forget who it was asking me when I was going to read this, and I really want to read it soon. I really hope there's a sequel to this because I apparently heard it was a series. So maybe I was just in my head waiting for that. We can make up those excuses. But I really want to read this. I love her books. I just don't know why I haven't picked this up. Maybe because I know there's no other new releases maybe yet out this year or nothing to look forward to yet. So maybe I'm saving it. Who knows? And Save the Lion Game. If I pick that up this month, that'd be great. But these books are harder for me to pick up with the school year because I want to write notes in them. And I don't want to bring a notebook, this book, and all that stuff with me to school all the time. So with this better schedule, I'm hoping I can conquer some of these books that I've been waiting to conquer. And yes, that is my TBR. Sorry if this video was a little bit long and rambly. Definitely let me know what you guys are going to be reading or how many books you plan on reading in the month of January. And once again, I hope you have a happy new year, and thanks for watching. Bye.